Come on. Okay. So I am live. Finally, after a long, long day at work, I returned from work at 10:30 p.m. today and right away went to the studio and then grabbed my cup of tea to keep me warm at night. Yes, you meet me again with Sonia from Live Podcast Media, and I'm very happy to be with you still on 100 Days Live Podcast. And we have already talked about a lot of things about branding and then about content creation because the theme of this 100 Days Live Podcast is about content creation, right? So yeah, this is really, really great that finally I can push myself to be on the camera again. So, yep, from creator to brand, the opportunity to stream and profit in the future of media. So, 100 days of live podcast is about live streaming, podcasting, and influence. Of course, I would like to highlight this 100 days about content creation, and then we will also hear from the other experts starting this month, right? That I will interview them how they use live streaming and podcasting for their media branding. And today I would like to talk about how to sorry, oh my god. Mm. How to create your content from your brand story, because yesterday we already talked about how to create our brand story, right? But brand story, if you do not what is it, you do not change into contents or create contents from your brand story, it is like, you know, it's just a paragraph or some paragraphs about you and your brand, and it will not help you in your marketing. Maybe you put it there on your website as about me, that is your brand story, or your bio on LinkedIn or Facebook and other social media. So this is why actually your brand story is your soul to create the content. Then yeah, I was the same also, because it was like my brand story was just like bought me right on the page on my website, and I didn't create content from there. So oh, this is like a sin confession tonight. But I changed. This is also because I know what I am going to do and I know who I want to have, something like that. And yes, this is really, really not only changed me, that I would like to have other people also from my brand story, right? So how to create a brand story and turn it into content, the content that comforts, I mean the content that will help your marketing, and the content that will bring you clients, the content that uh, build your community. Also it depends on your goals on live streaming and podcasting, yes. And the brand story that I had, it was only about me on my bio. That's true, that is my sin confession tonight, because I'm a good girl. So that's why finally I found my strength through live streaming, that I can tell about my brand story, right? So this is how I would like to share with you how I create content, or let's call it the driven content, the content that can drive other people to trust you, to believe you, and to know you, even to not to know you only, but also understand you, because sometimes your clients, your prospectful niches would like to know you and understand you, that oh, Sonia has the same story with me. Oh, Sonia has the worst experience that me when she started live streaming, something like that. And yeah, you can tell into three pillars of your stories into content, right? For example, okay, let's do the step one, because it is easier for me to mention the three steps, so that it will be easier to remember also, and then people will understand it easier easily. So let's talk about the how you started, right? The first one, how you started, why you started, who you are, or something like that. You can start your story. You can start your story that way. So, for example, I started my live streaming because at that time, Linda Sansen West, she live stream all the time, including interviewing people. When she interview famous people, public figures, the experts, she went live streaming even until today. And sometimes she sings. I love to hear someone sing, or to listen someone sings on their live streaming, because I cannot do that. So she keeps encouraging me. She kept encouraging me at that time to go live streaming. And yeah, because I was a perfectionist, it's really, really not easy for me, because I would like to do it when I am ready. You know what I mean? But it never happened that I am ready. If I didn't start it, I had to rent a hotel room only because I need a quiet room. I live in a very crowded city with millions people, and then it was very expensive at that time to go live streaming, right? I mean, the internet was really expensive, and it was okay if it was expensive, but the bandwidth or the quality was good. But it was really difficult. Sometimes I got disconnected, and sometimes the bandwidth wasn't good, and it didn't fit with the live streaming platform that I had, right? And then that's why, like, on the cup, on my cup today, it says that the key to success is to start before you are ready. But I waited to be ready first, to at least to feel that I am ready to start live streaming, then I did it, right? But yes, that was my mistake, my weakness at that time, but I overcome it at the end. And then let's talk about our value and our belief, right? So, for your staff and your brand and your products or your programs, whatever that is, remember about the brand message. What problems do you want to help your clients or your potential niches are, right? So that is what values that we would like to deliver, or we believe that we give the transformation or changes for the people who need us. So this is the value and or belief that we can share with other people. My value is and belief is I can help other content creators or professionals or brand ambassadors or influencers who need me to be confident and share their brand stories, and then also sorry and then also their growth through live streaming, because I found the strength of live streaming for my brand stories, right? And then of course, when you deliver your value and your beliefs of to your potential clients or to your niches, right? it means that you would like to help them to change, to transform. So this is the promise that you can bring. This is the third step, right? Transformation promise that you can give to your potential clients or niches. So what results do you want them to create, or if people have already their own goals or their own targets, and then you can help them to change, to transform from point A to point B, or you can help them to create the transformation or the change from point A to point Z in certain term, in certain yeah, it can be term, right? For example, you can be rich in 90 days, for example, by creating amazing content that works through advertisement, or that work organically, but something like that. And there are so many what is it, like the financial guru or something like that. Of course they give the examples, and then also the promises that you can reach something in certain period, something like that. So for example, if you feel stuck what to post, something like that, this is the basic story driven that change your content into something that will help your marketing, and then also to reach your potential clients and niches, so that you can be trusted and people know you, and they, of course, they will like to work with you. That is the main goal, right? And then how to do the stories, what I do is I divide it, or to, how do you call it, not divide it, to turn it into some small stories, right? Like mini stories, something like that. So I can talk about my challenge, I can talk about my big winning, even though my big winning is not like on the financial matters, but I overcome my fears in front of the camera. But also, okay, one big win that is the most important for me at that time to start. But also I got the sponsors, even though I felt that I was nobody. I didn't know many other people on the global or international live streaming and podcasting industries, but I was very happy to what is it, to be among the experts in live streaming and podcasting, and they support me. Okay, one mentor that I had at that time was from the United States, and then actually it's not only one mentor that I had for my personal branding, for my branding, but also I had three mentors or coaches at that time and consultants from the United States. Because why I don't want the local mentors or something like that, because I would like to put my standard high, right? So I get the international standard. Huh, mosquito, please be good. Don't bother me. This is really surprising tonight. That, sorry, that there is a mosquito in the studio. So yeah, that was the mentor who guided me also. So that's why I believe that I can guide you also through your live streaming, especially if you are an introvert like me. So you don't need to be loud, or you don't need to change yourself to be someone else, to be what is it, extrovert only to go live streaming. You can be yourself still, even though yeah, it can be draining for us the introverts to be in front of the camera like this. But this is why we try to manage our time and energy by creating the plan and how to change our brand story into the content that converts, that will help us in our marketing also, and of course in our branding, right? So you can do that. You can change your story into the mini stories, and then you can compose more, right? It's okay to mention your mistake, like what I did in the past. I had so many mistakes, not only one or two mistakes in live streaming. The first time I interviewed someone, the expert in live streaming, my camera fell, so I cried after the interview because I was really, really scared. For being the perfectionist, it was a total fail. But then he mentioned that it's okay. People didn't recognize if your camera for some seconds, something like that. And then the breakthrough that I had, that I felt really relieved that I could go live streaming. Oh, I overcome my fears. Even though after that, yeah, I was still nervous when I go live streaming until now. But yeah, I try to do it much more better in each day. I try to gain more progress in each day. So this is why thank you so much for all of your support, for all of the likes, for all of the loves in my live streaming. So if you would like to join us as the expert speaker, as a guest speaker, please do. You can register to livepodcastmedia.com/events, and you will find 100 days live podcast there. And then you still can sponsor us, sponsor me, which means also you sponsor and support live podcast media and other content creators who will be on our show, right? That I can create the platform for them to share their values and then also their beliefs, experiences, and how they stand out among the crowds as the thought leader. So yeah, those are what I would like to deliver today about the uh, story, brand story that can create your content and then converts into your sales. So there are many other steps, but then those are the three ones that I would like to share with you. Easier to remember. And then please give the comments in. I am live streaming on on Facebook, Instagram, and also on YouTube. And yes, it is really, really great if I can. What is it? I can have your experiences in creating content or sharing your friend stories in your content. So how do you do it? You can share with us the easiest way, the tips and tricks how you create content from friend story that really, really reach your potential clients and niches, right? Of course, you can also create the scripts, but I'm not too much into the script because I speak my mind sometimes, even though with the scripts, then I don't use it. It's like when I speak on the stage, I prepare everything, but only 3 points, because sometimes whatever I prepare when I speak on the stage, then I will forget everything. That finally, it was what was on my mind that I deliver on my speech or on my training, something like that. So that's why three points or three pillars are very important for me to do the steps so that I can expand from it, right? So do not forget to repurpose your content. Also, it can be as the blog, it can be shorts, reel, carousels, whatever that you love. Then also, of course, if you are very busy, or if you are not, what is it? Not, I mean, when you started, right, you don't have enough funds to hire someone as your virtual assistant, then or also to subscribe to many platforms that can help you to create your content. But then you still can schedule and automate your content. It will be great if you plan it in the beginning. So that was what I would like to share. And then let's wrap it because I have to wake up very early again, like today, to go to shop, to supermarkets and some stores and even traditional market in the morning. So yeah, those are what I would like to share. Do not forget about your story, how you started and why you started, something like that, and what your goals are. And that is on the value and belief that you can share also with your audience in live streaming and podcasting. And then of course the transformation that you can promise to your potential clients or niches in the future. So again, if you have any question, please do, and do not forget to share about the brand stories that you created yesterday with me, and then also how you created, or maybe you have another ways beside the brand story. What is it? Structure that I share with you, and then also again before closing it, because my eyes are already heavy, and then yep, I recognize myself when I am exhausted. This is from my voice that started to be sexier. No, not sexier, I'm just kidding. So again, thank you so much for all of the sponsors who have been supporting me on 100 Days Live podcast. And so again, thank you, Blueberry, and then also Expert in You and Piece of Cake voiceovers and vocals, and then Bioscience Bridge. Thank you so much for IKEM, especially who that provide this platform for me to go live streaming. So again, a lot of honor. I feel really honored, and then also grateful for you, Katie Fox, Todd Cochran, Ann Carden, and then also Jody Krangle and Mark Stinson, and not to forget Rob Greenlee, who has been guiding me as my best coach and consultants also for live streaming and podcasting. And I love you all. Have a great Sunday wherever you are. And yeah, it's the daytime in the United States for some areas, and also in the morning, and then evening in Europe. Australia is already at the same time with me, and then also maybe earlier. In everywhere you are, do not forget to share love everywhere you go, wherever you are, and I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. See you.